1,000 Exeter supporters and 1,500 from Manchester United, and as the teams come out, it could only happen in the FA Cup. A team 7th in the Nationwide Conference, entertaining the holders who are wearing their usual red shirts, Manchester United, and the club who've won the trophy a record 11 times. Exeter are wearing the black that they wore at Old Trafford. That's their centenary kit, incidentally. They were 100 years old last year, this club. Played a Brazilian team as a celebration. And if you want an omen for each side, well, since we're in the realms of fantasy, I was here 24 years ago when Brian Godfrey's Exeter humiliated Newcastle United 4-0 in an FA Cup replay. Some of those Exeter players are here as spectators tonight, but a more sober reflection, I suppose, of the last 20 years lies in the fact that Manchester United have never been beaten in the third round of the FA Cup since Alex Ferguson became manager, and as you've said, they've gone 7 games without conceding a single goal. Now Exeter make one change from the first match. Number 19, Kwame Ampadu, once an Arsenal junior, comes into midfield. At 34, he's 2 years younger than the right back and assistant manager Scott Hiley. The strikers, Steve Flack and Sean Devine, are also both in their 30s. On-loan goalkeeper Paul Jones, you've mentioned, is 18, and there are 3 19-year-olds. Midfielders Danny Clay and Dean Moxey, and centre-back Gary Sawyer. And just bear in mind, this is a replay, so should Exeter take Manchester United all the way again, we'd have extra time. And maybe even a penalty shootout, who knows. This is Scott Hiley then, number 2 for Exeter City, playing it down towards Steve Flack. Experienced striker, been around a bit. Flack, Hiley again. Moxey coming, oh, this is Flack again. Moxey was coming in from this left-hand side for Exeter. The two clubs agreed at the end of the first match to play in the same kit in the replay. Well, they couldn't afford a new ball about 18 months ago at this club, but one's been very quickly returned to Quinton Fortune now. They've made about £750,000 from this cup run, Exeter City, which has wiped out their debt virtually, which goes to show the FA Cup can still work its magic. That's the former Manchester United junior Andy Taylor on the far side, number 7. Sean Devine, oh, he got that down by the line, and the first save of the night of a sort for Tim Howard, Mark.
Manchester United sleeping a little bit. Devine just made a run in behind Quinton Fortune and managed to get a cross in.
Wayne Rooney wearing gloves is the chief striker for United. Giggs to his left and Ronaldo to his right. Here's Scholes. Fortune. Jemba didn't make that. And in fact, he's given away a free kick. What do you make of this United formation, Mark? I mean, it's like a front 3 with 2 wide men. Yeah,
most definitely so. And if Manchester United are under a little pressure, John Giggs on the left, Ronaldo on the right can just tuck into midfield for them. Obviously, Scholes is going to look to break from midfield. Jemba hold the play, and Miller in a kind of inside right going forward position.
That's Phil Neville up there from the right back position. He started the first game, in fact. It wasn't handball by, oh, it was offside though, Devine. It wasn't handball by Flack, but the flag was up. Dean Moxey on this side, and there's Alex Inglethorpe, only 33, only been here 4 months. He succeeded Eamon Dolan in the manager's job here, having been the youth team manager at Leyton Orient, Alex Inglethorpe. Big night for him, Mark, as well.
Where were they on Saturday, remind me? Billericay.
2-2 draw, replay in that one as well.
Not much difference.
Not really. Here's Ronaldo. Oh. The directors and managers of Manchester United and Arsenal, I don't think we'll be hearing too much more from the two managers about each other before they meet. This is Ronaldo. Phil Neville with the ball. Jemba. And again. This is Quinton Fortune, who did well in the Carling semi-final at Chelsea. Giggs, the captain tonight. Fortune again. Rooney's hovering about in the centre. There he is. Didn't fall for him or for Liam Miller. That was Danny Clay for Exeter biting it in midfield. Flack. This is Hiley. Miller, Rooney, and here's Ronaldo, whose goal set Manchester United on the way to the cup final victory against Millwall. Neville, Phil Neville. And again. He's worked a position there, Phil Neville, and Ronaldo's not bad in the air either, as we know. It's come back to Neville. It's gone back again to Giggs, and Exeter at full stretch there. Here's Jemba. Ronaldo. Scholes letting it... Well, he did run onto Miller. That's Ronaldo's cross. Oh, it was missed by two Exeter defenders, and in the end it was hurriedly put behind by Janine there.
I think John O'Shea as well was very, very close to it at one stage, John.
Yes, he was. He's still there, in fact, for the corner. And the wind is playing a part, there's no doubt about that. Giggs to take. And there's Clay trying to get it away, but it only goes as far as Jemba. He can come wide again to Giggs. Do feel this was a fixture that Manchester United didn't need, don't you?
Most definitely.
It's a free kick anyway that they've got there. Exeter are pulling everybody back, bar Divine. Now then, Gary Neville across to Fortune. Scholes. This is Jemba. Ronaldo and Giggs have switched wings already. Giggs has come over to the right. That's forward by John O'Shea.
And it's so far so good for Exeter. Just been watching them, John, and they're not getting drawn out of position at all. That they go and close down the first player. Nobody slips or slides into the tackle. And at the moment, there's a real togetherness about them.
I know Gary Lineker was very amused by what the Yeading goalkeeper might have achieved by keeping a clean sheet. I'm told the Exeter goalkeeper, Paul Jones, is only 18, on loan from Orient. I'm told he gets a luxury holiday in Egypt if he keeps a clean sheet. That required a remark, Mark, but never mind.
I was just going to say, I hope it's not in the season.
Anyway, here's Scholes. And, oh, is Ronaldo in here? Oh, and Manchester United have taken the lead, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The 9th minute, and the Portuguese winger who put them ahead in the cup final itself does the same at St James's Park. It was a simple goal, just onside, I thought there, Mark.
Oh, he's definitely onside, John. Timed his run excellently, but it's poor defending by Exeter because they were all guilty of ball watching. Lovely little work of the ball from Scholes outside of the foot. Ronaldo did well, a little change of the feet and underneath the goalkeeper.
Well, he may have only scored once this season, but that is quite a welcome one for Manchester United. It may take the heat out the start of this cup tie for them. So the goalkeeper won't be going to Egypt, will he? We spoke a bit too soon. Bogner instead, is it? Here's Quinton Fortune. Rooney. Oh, Rooney and Clay there in close proximity. This is Phil Neville. Liam Miller gets wrestled to the ground there rather by number 4 Danny Clay. This is Scholes. Fortune. Ronaldo. Jemba. Phil Neville. Giggs. And Giggs goes again, and Santos Gaia, the Brazilian at number 5 for Exeter, who finally clears the danger. Do you think the switch of wingers threw Exeter a bit there, Mark? Because it was only just after Ronaldo went to the left that he scored.
I think it's just the fact that they were ball watching, John, more than anything. You know, it doesn't matter who you've got to mark. If you're a right-sided centre-back or a right-back, you've got to be aware that nobody to mark, you just mark the space, which just didn't happen for them.
So Exeter now required to achieve something that hasn't been achieved by United's last 7 opponents, score a goal against them. Here's Rooney. Giggs is coming in on this. And it's Scholes now, and it was blocked, and it's Ronaldo again coming in. Bit of desperate defending by the conference side. This is Fortune. Jemba. Scholes. Phil Neville seeing an awful lot of the ball on this side. Giggs curling that. And the goalkeeper started to come for that when Hiley was first man there. Sean Devine. O'Shea. It looks to me, Mark, as though Manchester United have really decided to attack this with some determination.
Well, sure. I mean, obviously the width you spoke about, Ronaldo and Giggs, and backed up on the right by Phil Neville. Fortune down the left, Jemba running things in midfield, and Scholes just floating all over the place and causing all sorts of problems.
This is in fact Scholes. John O'Shea. Well, Moxey gets a foot in there, but Moxey is having to defend more than attack at the moment on this side. He's got Phil Neville and Giggs coming at him. They're working a position here again, United, with Neville and Giggs. And he's gone past Ampadu, who then blocks the cross, corner. Short to Phil Neville. Ronaldo's coming in again there. This is Jemba. Miller. Steve Bruce in the crowd there. We've heard that Fulham have taken the lead against Watford in that replay. The scorer, Moritz Volz, the German right back. That's his first goal for Fulham, in fact. Anyway, they're ahead, the Premiership side against Championship team Watford. And you'll see the goals from the other replays tonight later in the programme. And indeed the goals from last night and the night before. Here's Scholes. It's a through ball for Miller. You were at Burnley last night, Mark. I don't suppose the Liverpool fans will look forward to seeing that one again.
No, most definitely not.
Janine for Exeter. Here's Flack. This is Fortune looking for Ronaldo. He's getting in behind highly again. Rooney waiting in the centre. Here's Taylor. Managed to dig that out and find Divine, but at the moment, most of the possession, if not all, is with the FA Cup holders.
Problem for Exeter is they can't get out of their own half, can't get the ball, can't play it up to the front men. Consequently, it's all Manchester United pressure.
Here's Miller. Play on, says Phil Dowd. There was an advantage there. Phil Neville into Giggs. Tell you what, Ryan Giggs is playing this like a cup final. He's chipped that in towards Rooney, but it's too long.
Well, you can see the pace, and then you can see the change of the pace, which unfortunate players at the level of Exeter just can't really cope with.
So a fairly hectic quarter of an hour for the conference side here. Best Exeter have done in the FA Cup is the 6th round. They've been there twice, and the last time was in fact in that year of 1981 when they beat Newcastle here 4-0. Went out to Tottenham in the 6th round. Crooks and Perryman playing then, and of course Spurs went on to win the cup in 81. Here's Scholes. Quentin Fortune on the far side. Jemba. And Exeter are having to work terribly hard to even have a say at the moment. This is Santos Gaia to Janine, French left back. The directors here decided to keep the prices for this FA Cup replay at the normal level for Exeter home games, which is a compliment to them and also a reward for the fans. This is Scholes looking for Ronaldo. Nice little turn. Oh. And Jemba could fire one here. Goalkeeper was already on his way when that was blocked. It's Ronaldo again. Jemba to Phil Neville. And now O'Shea. And they're standing still again, Exeter here, and Fortune found Ronaldo. And he's foxed them once more.
Yeah, I think it's the movement of the ball from one side of the pitch to the other that's really doing Exeter at the moment, because it's O'Shea this time played a lovely little ball through to Fortune, and the layoff's excellent, and it's almost as though they're reacting after the ball's gone at the moment, Exeter.
Well, they look more nervous tonight than they did at Old Trafford,
Certainly,
curiously.
certainly. And they've got far less to lose tonight.
Absolutely. Janine. If they could just mount an attack, I think it would put a bit of confidence back into their stride, but O'Shea here is monitoring Flack. Now they've got a chance to do something here, Exeter, because it's their throw. And Moxie has pushed on here ahead of Janine. Sean Divine's made the run here. But unlucky Sean Divine in his career. Lots of goals at Barney's, and then he went to Wickham, and unfortunately for him, when they got to the semi-final, Wickham Wanderers 4 years ago, he was injured and missed the entire cup run watching from the stand, but had a moment of glory this time, as they have. And that's one way of seeing the replay when you can't get a ticket.
Have to be careful, health and safety will be after them.
Hope it's not as windy up there as it is here, but still. Here's Divine. Manchester United fans at the left-hand end as we look. This is Fortune. Scholes is trying to stay onside there. This is Ronaldo. Miller. Oh, and Rooney's on a run here. It's a lovely ball from Miller, and Wayne Rooney. Good stop by the goalkeeper, straight at it perhaps, and he closed it down.
It was a great ball in from Miller, wasn't it? Goalkeeper did well because he stayed on his feet.
Yeah, here's Giggs. They were saying in the studio there is a chance tonight, even if Exeter go out, for one or two of their players to just come to wider attention. The goalkeeper being one of them. He's actually on loan from Inglethorpe's former club, Orient. Here's Neville. Little touch now by Miller to Jemba. Now it's Ronaldo with Fortune going up outside him. He's got three in the middle. Ronaldo again. Jemba. Look how quickly Manchester United are getting the ball back there. Their work rate at the moment is there for all to see. Fortune. And Scholes goes ahead of the ball here and ahead of the defence and offside. Late flag, I think. Paul Scholes. But that's where Exeter are looking a little exposed, Mark.
Yeah, it's a great problem for them. As the ball's played, he's onside, John, as well. He's well onside. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And now Taylor on the far side with the header. Gary Neville waiting for the bounce. Scholes again. Well, you would expect there to be a gap in class tonight. In fairness, it's been a gulf in class for the first 22 minutes. But that's not to say that Exeter can't get themselves together, and Devine is chasing O'Shea here.
That's to say, wasn't it? Lovely little ball in from Miller. Good run by Rooney. Sort of stuck underneath his feet. Got power in it, but good save by the goalkeeper.
The winners at home to Middlesbrough in round 4. That's on Saturday week. Forward by Hiley. The other ball's come back on the pitch as Flack heads it in. Taylor's there, and Flack goes again here. Phil Neville experienced enough just to let him make his run and then tidy it all up. There's still another ball on the pitch. I don't know if the referee... Oh, the referee's kicked it out of play. Very handy that, Mr. Dowd. The referee's observer in the stand tonight is Paul Durkin, former cup final official. And there's been a lot of talk about the forthcoming, here's Geyer, the forthcoming Arsenal-Manchester United game. It's my information that Graham Poll will get that appointment. Here's Fortune to Ronaldo. Jemba. Giggs to Miller. That was Sawyer competing with Ronaldo. The ball's gone to Fortune again. Rooney. Janine intercepting for Exeter, but they can't pick out their strikers at the moment. Flack and Devine are making their runs, but they're not being picked up. And here's Fortune to Ronaldo. Scholes. Fortune again, 4 in the middle for Manchester United here. And Ronaldo there with Gaia. Steve Perryman made the point in his interview with Garth Crooksmark that they will have players, Manchester United, to ask questions all over the pitch of Exeter. Well, that's exactly what's happened.
Well, I just think the retention of the ball has been excellent. As Scott Highley nutmegs Ronaldo, he'll never ever live that down.
A great bit of play by the assistant manager, who has really had a very long and varied career. Scott Highley served a number of clubs, Exeter twice in fact, and here's Miller. Now, will Ronaldo get his own back here? Got Rooney in the middle, Scholes is joining, Gibbs is behind. It's still Ronaldo. Well, inviting sort of pass, except nobody was on the end of it.
Well, I think everyone had made the forward run and he just kept cutting across and cutting across. In the end, nobody could really get back and help him.
Gary Neville, Giggs. And they've got 3 runners again. Oh, it's a stretch there for Sawyer. Divine, Janine. Flack makes a run towards the far side. Can Janine pick him out? He certainly tried to. And Tim Howe didn't make it. And Flack got a header in, and it dropped in the 6-yard box. And John O'Shea got it away. But what happened there with the goalkeeper?
Well, I don't know whether the wind did him or not. It did seem to hold up a little bit, but he's absolutely nowhere near it.
Well, there's a bit of a battle going on between Howard and Carroll for the #1 goalkeeper's shirt. That's assuming that they don't buy another one. This is Scholes to Jemba Jemba. That was the first moment when Exeter could have really gathered some encouragement, I think. But almost at once it's Ronaldo again. Miller, Scholes. Manchester United using both sides of the pitch, but particularly the left, which is where Ronaldo's operating here. Giggs in the middle, got a header in. Oof. Straight wide of the post.
That was excellent play, wasn't it? I think we said before, John, just the way they've retained the ball and moved the ball very, very quickly. But as you rightly say, all the danger is coming down sort of Exeter's right-hand side. I feel a bit sorry for the assistant manager, Scott Highley. He's basically trying to take on both Ronaldo and Quinton Fortune. This is the Howard. He never really got anywhere near it, did he?
No, that would have been a moment to forget for Tim Howard if Flack's header had any power on it. As it was, it just dropped into the 6-yard area. Neville, Phil Neville.
See, that's the one, that's the way they get out all the time. Goes to the left back, it goes across to the left wing, and then everybody shuttles across.
Sean Devine needs some help from midfield here. This is Moxie. Well, Flack was coming back from an offside position there.
Just a little bit sloppy from Quinton Fortune. Was it for Gary Neville? Was it for the goalkeeper? That's what Howard's saying to him. Who was it for? Probably telling him his fortune.
This is Flack. Oh, and Gary Neville. Miller. And it's worked out, as you say, once again to the left-hand side to Ronaldo. Now Taylor's having to drop back and help Highley here, but this is Scholes. And They're working the ball into Ronaldo again, and Rooney's, oh, it was a clever back heel, it is Rooney! And Miller's coming in, and Janine clears for a corner.
That is quite a clever ball by Rooney, but no one had gambled. He probably thought maybe that Miller might have got in there, maybe even Giggs as well. It's clever play by both Ronaldo and Rooney. Lovely little ball, that is.
Well, half an hour gone. Exeter concede another corner. O'Shea has come forward here. So has Fortune. O'Shea was in there, in the thick of it. Corner again. Exeter aren't sure about that. They're questioning Mr. Dowd, but it's another corner. Ronaldo's there. Oh, foul given.
He's actually quite useful in the air. We've seen him score quite a few goals, not only for Manchester United, but Portugal as well.
Blackburn have taken the lead in the replay at Ewood Park against Cardiff City. David Thompson after 9 minutes. Blackburn 1, Cardiff 0.
There's that nutmeg, John. He'll retire on that.
He can certainly dine out on it, can't he, Scott Hiley? This is Dean Moxey. It's a really long kick by Tim Howard. It's gone over Santos Gaia, and Hiley's covering. In fact, it's Sawyer that heads it back to the goalkeeper. A lot of history attached to Exeter City. They were one of the first English teams to play a Brazilian side early in the century, and it's far from Alex Inglethorpe's mind at the moment, but that was why a Brazilian team came here to mark Exeter's centenary last year. It's forward by Clay. Offside flag is up.
Yeah, I think it was Rooney coming back offside position. I just, if they can get through to half-time, what have we, some 13 minutes or so, Exeter, I think the wind's getting stronger, John, and it's definitely behind the backs of Manchester United. It might just enable Exeter the second half to go a little bit more direct and clear their own half a little bit and give them a chance of playing in Manchester United's half.
Oh, sure, while it's still 1-0, they're in the cup tie. It's a foul on Ronaldo by Hiley. Capacities of grounds, of course, for safety reasons have been much reduced. Although there are people still standing here at St James's Park. The all-seater rule doesn't apply at this level.
Gary Neville went for goal there.
Yeah. Here's Rooney. That's a foul by Ampadu. In fact, Sawyer has gone up alongside Flack and Devine. It's aimed towards Flack, who tries to get a back header on it. Fortune and Ronaldo sorted out for Manchester United. Gary Neville. Scholes. Long ball by Gary Neville now. Rooney's got round the back of Sawyer here. It's Wayne Rooney. He's got Giggs in support here. And it's going to come back to Rooney. Deflection on the shot. It's going to carry it out for a corner. A lot of jostling there. Comes out to Scholes. He'll look for Giggs again. And they're still packed in there. Rooney and Ronaldo particularly. Scholes back in again towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo!
It would probably have been easier actually if he'd taken the first one, which I think Miller gets involved in, and that would have been probably easier for Ronaldo, and in the end it was just a slash.
Well, I think as you made the point, if Exeter could get to half-time just one down, they'd be fairly pleased with themselves, because they've had to defend for nearly the entire 36 minutes. Here's Flack. On by Clay. Fortune trying to play his way out of trouble, and in the end it was a misunderstanding between Flack and Taylor. Djemba. Rooney's flick on. Miller's coming up on this side. Moxie. There's Flack. Rooney's closed the goalkeeper down here. And it's... Oh. There's a flagger.
Well, that can only be for handball, surely. There's no other possible reason you can give anything.
It is for handball, you're spot on.
You can actually see what was going through the goalkeeper's mind when he was waiting to play it as well, wasn't it?
That does beg a slight question mark. When that happens to a defender sometimes, you know, people say, should it be a penalty or not? And often it isn't.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
This is Fortune. Oh, he's given it away. It's Ampadu. And now Janine. To his left is Danny Clay. Now Santos Gaia. And he's looking for Flack, and Sean Devine runs on here. But he bumped into John O'Shea, and straight away it's Ronaldo, and showed just a shade too much of that to Hiley. Here's O'Shea again. On that far side, Ronaldo's closing in. Hiley back to his goalkeeper. Djemba. And the two brothers combining there for Manchester United. Giggs now central, looking for Rooney. Work this to the left again, it's Fortune. Scholes. This is O'Shea. Paul Scholes again. And Exeter are only half away really, giving Manchester United possession again with 5 minutes left in the first half. You've joined us late. Cristiano Ronaldo put Manchester United ahead in the first 10 minutes. This is Miller. And it comes to Fortune. And there's Ronaldo again. And it's away by Taylor. John O'Shea picks that up, he's got three ahead of him, that's Scholes, this is Rooney, offside, flags up.
That's a good play by O'Shea, wasn't it? Just committing people, good decision as well by the referee's assistant this time.
Ampadu to Janine. Now then, Moxie trying to get down the left, and Gary Neville comes a long way across. Referee's given Exeter a corner. And the cheer was almost like greeting a goal then. And Sawyer and Gaia will both come forward for this. Flack is the main target, I would think, on the 6-yard line. Janine is there too. good header out. Well, just coming up to half-time, no doubt at all that the wind has been very much behind Manchester United in the first half. Quite a gale. Anyway, Janine now turning it in, and Divine's in there. Was he held there by Fortune a bit? Headed back in by Taylor. Divine and flat go again. Arms up all over the place there. Manchester United bring it away with Fortune. Down the middle for Giggs. And you can see how the wind carries that out of play. Well, whatever happens tonight, they won't forget this FA Cup experience, the supporters of Exeter City. I think it's also restored a lot of romance back to the competition. It's an up and under from Moxey, but offside this time against Sean Devine. There'll be a minute of stoppage time at the end of this half. Paul Scholes is making a run here behind Gaia. Miller robbing Moxey. Jemba. Phil Neville. Miller again. Scholes, Jemba. In it goes towards Rooney. It's going to come to Giggs. And is this number 2? No, it's not. Giggs shoots wide. Here comes Giggs, latching onto the throw from Phil Neville. Rooney's in the centre. Further over is Ronaldo. Corner again. And Exeter would not want to concede the second goal right now. It would really deflate them before half-time and possibly kill off the tie. Fortune and O'Shea are both in the penalty area here. In goes O'Shea, and Ronaldo and he both going for the same ball, and O'Shea has been a bit of a threat up there. Poor kick, and Paul Scholes intercepts. The wind held that one up as well.
And the goalkeeper just showed his inexperience a little bit, because there's no one upfield really for him to knock the ball to.
We're into added time, and here's Sean Devine. Well, that one struck O'Shea. Here's Ampadu to Janine. Now, is there something for Exeter at the end of the half? Janine's gone past Miller. Except Miller got back. Giggs, handball by the United captain. Just time perhaps for Exeter to take this free kick. It's Santos Gaia, and Flaxfeld gone over in the area, but only of his own volition. This is Ampadu, now it's Janine. Just wide by Sean Devine. Good effort that, and it'll give Exeter some encouragement at the end of the half, in fact.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a good ball in by Janine as well, a low one this time, and Devine just got in front of O'Shea and tried to help it towards the far post.
I think you could say that was the best effort of the half from Exeter. Time in the third round replay at St James's Park. Cristiano Ronaldo's goal on 9 minutes has Manchester United in front, but Exeter so it's Manchester United to start the second half, a goal to the good. The prize, as I said, is a home tie with Middlesbrough, and we'll just have a look, Mark, and see whether this wind is going to play a part in the second half. And Ronaldo now starts on the right, which is where he started originally. Free kick's been given by Phil Dowd. Bit of movement in the centre as Paul Scholes prepares to take the kick. A floater really, and Jemba was the man coming in.
Yeah, it's always just a little worry when it goes over the last man. Decent delivery as well. I think you're quite right about Exeter. They need to start brightly the start of this second half if they're going to get anything from this game.
That's a free kick to the Grecians, as they're called. Steve Flack was fouled. Flack, who started his career playing in local football in the Cambridge area, Foxton, and has done the rounds, as they say. Scott Hiley then, he of the nutmeg, takes the free kick. On the chest of Wayne Rooney. Oh, interception there by Ampadu, and now it's Flack who finds Janine coming up. Moxey's in the centre. Flack wants it played in early, and it's cleared by Miller. Pushed by Ronaldo. Now can Exeter build something from here? It's a free kick just inside the Manchester United half. Sawyer's gone forward, and so has Guy. Oh, and the header was by Taylor. This is Wayne Rooney, and now it's Paul Scholes. And Clay getting a good tackle in there. Jemba. Oh. This is Divine. Terrific amount of work was done here by supporters and volunteers and lifesavers, really, the state the club was in when it nearly fell apart less than 2 years ago. Tremendous amount of local support, keeping Exeter in business, and they're hoping to stay in business here against Manchester United. Rooney, Ronaldo, Phil Neville is coming up outside him, and Ronaldo shoots somewhat ambitiously and then tries to claim a corner.
Well, it was ambitious, wasn't it? He almost got the ball stuck between his feet. Phil Neville made an excellent run as well down the right-hand side, and the easier, simpler ball would have just been into his path.
The goal scorer.
Well, he thought he should have had another free kick, but when the tackle actually came in from Janine, he'd lost the ball. The ball was some 10-15 yards away from Ronaldo.
It's Phil Neville who's gone down. It's a free kick. Moxey. And 4 Manchester United players push forward towards the 18-yard line here. You do have the feeling all the time that a second goal would really settle the issue, but as long as it's 1-0, there's hope for Exeter City, the Conference Club. Here's Giggs. Scholes making a run into the box now with Rooney, and that's all pretty harmless. Great cup-winning captain of Tottenham Hotspur in the early 80s. Here's Sean Devine now.
Didn't quite spot Mox. He's made a great run actually inside and passed it to no one in particular, Divine.
Well, Steve Perryman also connected with Yedding, where his brother works, and they stretched Newcastle, didn't they, for quite a long time before the second goal settled that issue. Here's Gary Neville looking for Ryan Giggs.
It was the right idea, wasn't it? Just it needed to be sort of 15 yards further infield, John, for Giggs to run onto.
Sure. Gary Neville, who's played in 4 FA Cup finals, Ryan Giggs in 5. That's the kind of pedigree that Exeter are up against tonight. They do have a free kick here. Janine going up onto the edge of the box to support Flack and Divine, but he can't win it. This is Gaia. Back into Divine. Not really away by fortune. Might be now. No. It is Taylor. And he gets a bit of a break there, Taylor. And Tim Howard's got to be careful here. And he was. And he was decisive.
Actually did really well, the goalkeeper. Bearing in mind the one in the first half when he was nowhere near because of the wind. And he knows when the ball's coming in here that he's under pressure. Sees two Exeter players. And he kept his eye on it extremely well.
The flag's up for offside, and Howard had a let-off there because his kick, having made that save, was absolutely dreadful. Went straight to Taylor, in fact. But no damage done.
The other thing about Manchester United, John, with the team that they picked here, not particularly tall team. Apart from really O'Shea at the back, there's no great height. Certainly Gary Neville, no, Phil Neville even, and Quinton Fortune. So they do get the chance to stick the ball in there, Exeter, with this wind. And who's to say?
Well, in the cup, as they say, you never know. Still 1-0. And as every minute goes by and it remains 1-0, it's another edge of respectability and achievement for Exeter City, bearing in mind the gap in status here. This is Neville, Gary Neville. Scholes running on behind. This is Rooney. In fact, that's going to be a pass to Ronaldo unless they're careful. It is. And Ronaldo's got... Oh, he's fallen over.
Well, that's probably justice in a way, because it was a shot from Rooney, no doubt about it. It was taken on the wind, and in the end it looked like Ronaldo was going to get in.
Here's Taylor. Moxie. Janine. This is a bit more promising from Exeter. This is Clay. And Divine's there. And so is Flack. And Clay again, it's a right old tangle on the edge of the area. Sense an element of excitement in the crowd.
Well, a little bit of pressure as well now coming from Exeter.
Yes, they're passing the ball a lot better now, are Exeter. This is Hiley. Comes inside, Fortune. Now then, oh, it's too long for Flack. There's another example of the wind carrying the cross.
Well, that's a pity, because he did extremely well, Scott Hiley. Turned inside the defender, got his head up and just over-hit the pass.
Well, the longer Exeter stay alive in this second half, the more Manchester United will be regretting not adding the second goal to that early one.
Absolutely. The other thing as well is, as we saw with Exeter in the first half, finding it difficult to get out of the half. At the moment, it's ditto for Manchester United.
Yes, we've got a cup tie here for the moment, a real cup tie. This is Scholes to Giggs. Rooney in the centre. There. Oh, Scholes is nipping in here. Goalkeeper doesn't hold it. Rooney, Scholes. And is it going to trickle in? No, it's not. Goalkeeper on the line, I think, from here. Right on the line, Paul Jones. Made his own luck really there, Mark.
Well, he's extremely lucky, John, because he just let hold of the ball, and it actually, because of the backspin on it, it just enabled him to jump on it.
I think the muddy goalmouth might have helped a bit as well to slow it down.
Sure.
It would have been Paul Scholes' goal, actually. Rudy's shot came off him. That's a free kick to Manchester United, and a little bit of a few ruffled feathers there, O'Shea and Flack. But nobody would begrudge Paul Jones that after the way he played at Old Trafford. Giggs. Header by Fortune. It was Ampadu forward for Exeter. Taylor. Jemba. It wasn't the kindest of passes to Phil Neville, but still. Scholes coming back to help. Fortune looks for Giggs, not a good pass either. And a bit of encouragement for Exeter in that Manchester United aren't passing the ball as well as they did in the first half. This is Taylor. Hiley. Ampadu. Neville forced to go for safety there. Ampadu, Flax in the middle, Divine's waiting as well. In it goes from Sawyer. And Giggs finds Rooney. Paul Scholes, a great run. Oh, the assistant referee has flagged. Was Steve Dorr right with that flag?
Well, it was a very, very tight call, wasn't it? Ooh, close.
Mighty close. But it let Exeter off the hook. And Scott Hiley will drive this free kick forward with the win. Moxie up on the far side with Flack. And that was Flack. And Scholes is off again now, latching onto a pass by Giggs. Exeter scurrying back. Jemba. Well, it's interesting, isn't it, how much harder Manchester United are finding it to get forward against the wind, but here's Ronaldo, and he's taken in full flight there by Taylor, and then he collides with Clay. It's a free kick anyway, and that lack of height that you were talking about is evident. So we've been playing an hour. Manchester United lead 1-0. This is Scholes. Intercepted by Hiley. Flack. Oh, turned nicely there. And Janine is the runner on the far side. Moxley got a touch as well. This is Janine. Floated towards Sean Devine. Oh, it's a chance. It was a real opportunity for Sean Devine for Exeter.
Well, he did the really difficult thing, Devine. He pulled away from Gary Neville. He could have had another touch, John. Obviously didn't realise, and in the end he got stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. He wasn't whether to sure to go for power or for placement, and probably did neither really, but certainly Exeter's best chance of the game.
Well, a further indication that this cup tie is by no means over. I've seen Sean Devine put those away in the past in his Barnet days. On by Rooney. Good solid kick there by Paul Jones. It's O'Shea and Flack competing. Miller. Ronaldo. Jemba. As this pitch cuts up a bit now, or more than a bit, with the soft surface, you can see a lot of bobbles on the... well, I don't know whether that was a bobble or whether that was just poor control. He's not too happy at the moment. The non-league team is still stretching the elite. It's forward by Ampadu. It's Clay. Ampadu. Play on, United have the advantage. And again, referee doesn't have to stop the game, but he will now.
It's actually a really good referee in that, because the tackle before on Neville, the Exeter player didn't try and play the ball at all.
John O'Shea is being just spoken to there by Phil Dowd, and he's played the ball short to Philip Neville, who's looking for Rooney. Rooney lacking a bit of support in the centre there, really, Mark.
A little bit of service as well, John.
Here's Hiley. And now then, can Taylor take on Gary Neville? Exeter force their way forward again. Sawyer. Ampadu. Alex Janine. Make no mistake about it, Exeter are still in the cup. Here's Clay. Fortune with Giggs on this side. That was a very determined challenge by Scott Hiley, and he's looking for Sean Devine here. This is Devine. Nice turn that, but he couldn't carry it on. Paul Scholes looks to pick out Fortune. Neville looking for Rooney, but that's out of play. The wind has died down a bit, thankfully. There's going to be a substitution by Manchester United. Darren Fletcher is coming on, and I think that'll be Liam Miller who comes off.
He's never really quite come to grips with the game, Miller, I think, apart from one pass in the first half to put Rooney in.
No Roy Keane in the centre there tonight. Darren Fletcher had a good match in the cup final against Millwall, Scottish international. Jemba and Ampadu there, and the United players are very cross with Ampadu for the challenge.
It's a poor tackle.
That's forward by Fortune. And now Giggs, no it's not. He's being run out of it a bit at the moment, Ryan Giggs, on this side.
The crowd just behind Sir Alex Ferguson is shouting there's only one Arsene Wenger.
They're having their moments of humour, aren't they, in the stands? It's 3-1 to Blackburn at Ewood Park. Pedersen has scored for Mark Hughes' team to take them further away from Cardiff City. That's aiming towards Flack. Boston United 0, Hartlepool 0, still the score at York Street. Here's Ronaldo, it's still 1-0 here. And Darren Fletcher trying to get into the game for the first time. Fortune. This is not the stroll for Manchester United that the opening minutes might have suggested. Here's Rooney. Oh, he's been brought down by Clay. Not the best of places to concede a free kick when Ronaldo's around. Clay on Rooney here. Fortune's making signals to the far side because John O'Shea is there, so is Darren Fletcher. That's Wayne Rooney.
Never even started on target, did it?
What do you make of this flurry of substitutions now?
I think it's from Manchester United's point of view, they're looking to get a second goal here, so the last 20 minutes can be relatively comfortable.
Well, Saha has obviously gone up to play alongside Rooney. It's now much more of a 4-4-2. Well, he's in good heart, isn't he?
She's in the funny side, certainly.
Yeah. Now then, can Devine chest this off to Flack? He can! Well, the real target for these Exeter players this season is to get back into the Football League. They're just outside the playoff positions in the conference currently, but that's largely because they've got games in hand because of all the cup ties they've played.
And they go to Barnet at the weekend, John, don't they? The big leaders.
Well, they're Leaders by a country mile at the moment, Barnet. That'll be a good game at Underhill. Here's Clay, looking for Divine. Free kick, another strong challenge there, and it's Rooney who's penalised.
Wasn't the best of challenges either, was it?
He clattered into Taylor. Driven! Oh, good save by Howard. Oh, Taylor, the ex-Manchester United boy. What a moment that would have been for him.
Yeah, it's a sweet strike. It's a comfortable save in the end for Howard.
They're showing terrific determination and desire, Exeter City. Still in the game. This is Scholes. Now then, can Ronaldo put them out of it? Sahar's in the middle, so is Rooney. This is Sahar. Now he's scuffed his shot there.
Well, he never even had a look at where Ronaldo just held his position. He could have got the ball back easily.
Now Jake Edwards, a striker who was released by Yeovil and wanted a college degree in the United States, is going to have a chance to test his brains and his brawn against Manchester United because Black is coming off and Edwards will replace him. Sahar. Rooney just trying to get in on the other side of Sawyer. Now then, can the conference side force extra time? There's Divine. This is Apple on the near side. And it's Clay. Back to Hiley. Divine's in there, so is Edwards. Oh, and Sean Divine! No, I think there's an offside flag mark.
I think you'll find he's miles offside and the ball gets delivered back in. I think he just stood in there from the first effort.
Well, the cheers are stuck in the throats of the Exeter fans. It was nodded out here by O'Shea, driven back by Janine. Yes, Divine looks well offside to me.
It's raised the crowd again though, John.
Well, it's set things up for the last quarter of an hour, hasn't it? Alex Inglethorpe has reason to feel very proud already tonight. His team is stretching Manchester United again. And this is the real Manchester United. Not the way they would have wanted to spend Wednesday night. Here's Ronaldo. Sahar with Scholes going ahead. Ronaldo. Oh, he went past two, but not past the third. It's a corner. Well, John O'Shea is the tallest player in the team, as you've said. He's come forward here. Scholes will take the corner now that Giggs has gone off. Oh, good punch by Paul Jones there. Jemba retrieves the ball. Offside.
That is a very good punch, John. Bearing in mind with the way we've seen the ball swirl around that penalty area. Extremely decisive.
I think that might have been admired by Peter Schmeichel, that intervention by the 18-year-old goalkeeper. Now here's Divine. And this is Edwards. Jake Edwards battling away there. And so too on the far side is Moxie. This is Taylor. They've got to stay onside here if they can. Apple's coming in. Curious this, isn't it? There would have been a temptation on some people's part to write Exeter off at half-time, but here we are approaching the last 10 minutes, and it could be Manchester United who are hanging on to the lead.
Well, they certainly are, aren't they? Certainly the conditions played a big part in that. As you spoke in the first half about the wind.
Well, there's been some excitement at Ewood Park. Collins has got a goal back for Cardiff, so it's 3-2 to Blackburn now there. Adam Boyd is a consistent goal scorer for Hartlepool, and he's put them ahead at Boston. 1-0 there in the replay. Forward by Fletcher. Now here's Wayne Rooney, and he's got away from Satoskaya. Can he finish it for Manchester United? No, he can't. Rooney skies his shot.
Well, he was forced wider and wider, and in the end, I tell you, the goalkeeper did really well again. Just stood there and got as big as much as he possibly could, and in the end, Rooney's got to loft it over him and just gets it wrong.
Well, that could have been the defining moment. Instead, this is Taylor for Exeter City to Clay. This is Janine, had a good game at left back. In fact, both the fullbacks have played well for Exeter. Hiley, the veteran, and Janine on the other side. This is Rooney up against Sawyer. Manchester United have 4 other players up with Rooney. Scholes cross. Here is Scholes. Back against a Rooney. Oh, it's a chance here. Ronaldo should have scored. Should have scored. 2 chances in 2 minutes. Rooney, then Ronaldo. Good build-up on the right by Fletcher and Scholes.
Yeah, great ball into Ronaldo as well. Think about it, he had a good first touch, got it down and went to hit it and just couldn't get it on target.
Now, does this mean fortune into midfield?
Yeah, fortune into midfield, sorry.
Phil
John.
Neville to left back, I think, and Sylvester in his central position. That's his header. Fletcher. And it's forward by Gary Neville to Sahar. Fortune playing it wide again to Fletcher. Now they've got 2 in the middle. This is Ronaldo. Deflection made it, in fact, possibly an easier save for Paul Jones. Long kick by the goalkeeper. Look at this, Devine closing. So is Edwards. This is Devine. Well. Oh. Moxie. Goodness, it could have been a divine moment for Exeter, that.
Good block by Sylvester, just come on as well.
They're still at it, the conference side. They're going to get a free kick here. Janine fouled by Fletcher. Oh, and it's dipped over the crossbar.
Well, it has, but they got a new from the crowd that didn't really trouble Tim Howard. And I think when you've got so many players up there as well, I think decent cross, certainly. The way that Manchester United have just struggled last 10 or 15 minutes with the balls played in their penalty area, but struggled to get the ball away.
Coached and coaxed a team to stretch Manchester United twice, irrespective of what happens in the last 7 minutes. Oh, and Apple comes in there. Highly competing with Ronaldo. Fletcher trying to get a foot in there for Manchester United. Forward again by Taylor. Up in the air from O'Shea. This is Edwards. Saha. Oh, and Fletcher on. Ronaldo's clean through. Highly trying to shut him down here. Still Ronaldo. Oh, what a good save. Oh, that's a great stop by Paul Jones.
Well, that's an excellent save. Is it strong left hand? I think you know exactly where Ronaldo wants to come in, Kitty on his right foot past Harley, bend it in the far post. Excellent save.
Sylvestre is up there now. And that has Sylvestre. And Fletcher comes in. And Sahar! And Sylvestre! Oh, they've scrambled it away from the line, Exeter. And they've got a break on with Apple. Devine goes ahead of him. Oh, this is an exciting last 10 minutes. Apple still. Went past two of them. Then had to start all over again. It's well played, actually. Highly. Well, that was a right old scramble in the Exeter 6-yard box. 5 minutes to go, and Manchester United must surely feel now it should be 2-0.
Well, yeah, of course they do, but it was in the end they just got your bodies in front of it. That's what you got to do. And I think eventually they managed to clear it, and for a moment they almost broke through.
Sahar is through here, and the flag has stayed down. Now, can they do it this time? The Premiership side. It's come back for Rooney. Deflection and into the goalkeeper's midriff. Look at the size of that kick, carried by the wind. And here's Sean Devine. And lots of players supporting from midfield for Exeter. This is Edwards. Oh. Good finish, isn't it? If it is the finish.
It's an excellent finish. I mean, in the end, comfortable defended by Manchester United.
Well, they've been through 3 times, Manchester United, and haven't managed to execute the final blow. And here's Edwards, and Devine's in the middle. If he plays this early, there's nobody on him. Sylvestre just managed to get there. Well, the conference side really doing themselves a non-league football proud here. What a battle they've made in this second half, Exeter City. Ronaldo. Scholes. Manchester United just not clinical enough so far to put this beyond doubt. Fletcher to Sahar. Rooney starts a rally, could be here. This is Rooney, Fletcher's unmarked. Rooney's gone round the goalkeeper, and that is the end of the Exeter City Cup dream.
To really get that second goal and be in total command.
Well, there had been 3 or 4 opportunities for them to put things beyond repair for Exeter, and finally Rooney appears to have done so. I reckon that's probably Wayne Rooney's first ever FA Cup goal. I don't remember him scoring in the competition for Everton. Well, in fact, they went out to Shrewsbury when he was there, didn't they? Well, in the end, it was Yeading 0, Newcastle 2, and it's Exeter 0, Manchester United 2. So, with just over a minute of normal time and 3 minutes to be added, it's looking as though things are now going according to the status of the 2 teams. Of which Exeter have, well, they've not only narrowed the gap, at times they were right in the tie.
Well, I think for 15-20 minutes of the second half, John, they were as good as Manchester United, no doubt about it. Yes, United have deserved to win and had some excellent chances, but for that first half of the second half, Exeter played extremely well. And what about the chance for Devine?
Absolutely, they'll look back on that. This is Ronaldo. They can console themselves with the thought, Exeter, that they've already decided to add on 3 minutes, and they'll add on a bit more now. Perhaps this is Ronaldo to Neville. Still Ronaldo. Well, they've pushed international players all the way here, Exeter City.
I'll tell you what is a feather in Alex Singlethorpe's cap, with so many others, is the fitness of his side. He's been excellent.
Well, that's partly, of course, by... And there's the cross that could maybe deliver a consolation here. Partly because when a club like Exeter gets relegated, they make the decision to stay full-time. Not all conference clubs are, of course. Sahar. And it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that it's been a once-in-a-lifetime experience probably for Exeter City, well, certainly for their supporters. Or two experiences, really, if you count Old Trafford and this. Here's Fortune looking for Rooney, and now they have got 3 against 2. It's Ronaldo and Sahar to his left, and this is going to come towards Ronaldo. Oh, he's overhit the cross. We're in the 92nd minute at St James's Park. Sean Devine still a willing runner. What would have happened if he could have put that one away, I wonder.
There he is, appearing at a local circus near you soon.
This is Fletcher. And now Gary Neville as we approach the end of the stoppage time. Ronaldo and Rooney, the 2 goal scorers, were playing in Euro 2004 a few months ago. So it's something of a compliment to Exeter City that they were in the end denied by 2 world-class stars. But they've earned the right to be on the same pitch.
Well, it's been a great experience for them, hasn't it? It's been absolutely excellent over the 2 games.
Oh, Rooney has backheeled the ball straight to Apple. Offside there.
Yeah, yet again another great block by Sylvester as well. I think they're in playoff positions in the conference. Hopefully they can take it on from here, Exeter.
You're absolutely right. There are no losers here, really. Exeter City have assured themselves of a stable future. Manchester United have moved into the 4th round of the FA Cup, which is familiar ground for their manager, thanks to a goal early on from Ronaldo and one late in the day from Wayne Rooney. It will look comfortable in the morning paper, but there was a